check. Bear with me a moment here. Just getting a couple things on the mixer labeled so that I can easily grab controls and know what I'm doing. I've had a couple of these things connected for a while without adding labels on the mixer for them, so it'll help me be a bit more productive. Excuse my messy desk here. How are the levels? Mic okay? If you can let me know, that'd be helpful. I can't tell. I feel a little quiet compared to the audio, but I'm trying not to blow everyone out too. So 1 second, I'll be right back. So, I started writing this little thing last night, and I thought this morning I was debating between getting in on the painting stream, which I think I'll do a short one later, and doing another music stream. My stream on Wednesday was left a little bit to be desired, let's just put it that way. I was having some technical problems and was just kind of off my game as a result. So, you know, I thought, let's do something that's a little bit better prepared and kind of do a makeup stream. So that's where we're at. So we've got this sequence that I'm starting with here. So I'll solo some things here so you can hear it. So we've got the 909 clone that I built. I don't know why I always feel the need to mention that I built it. I guess just so you know it's not an original Roland. So it does have some slight modifications and some drive circuit stuff, but so we've got that drum part in there. We've got, this is what I love the Odyssey for. We've got this bass line. This thing, here, let's do this real quick so you can kind of see the world of it a little bit better. So the 909's up here. I switched out my rack situation. I wanted something that I could reach a little bit better and that was more focused on, you know, working on these things. So this is the Odyssey here, and this is what you're hearing right now. This is given the bass line, and I love this thing for bass. It's just so, it's got some growl. And so then there's a couple other little accompaniment parts. There's the ARP 2600, which is in the corner, you know, on that corner table there. That's this. So we've got some noise brought in with the oscillators. I think the noise is actually modulating the filter a bit. We could make it more mellow if we wanted, if we pull that filter down. And also if I flip the octave switch, we could probably pull that noise is actually, let's see, I'm trying to figure out if it's coming in through the modulation or if I actually have it mixed in. Like, I'd like to reduce it just a tiny bit, so it sounds good. But okay, so okay, I see what the patch is there. Yeah, so I actually made this patch like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or something, so I kind of forget the details of it. But so we've got that sort of melody thing happening, melody-ish, and then the Polybrute is doing this thing. This is just a quick, like, slight FM-y kind of patch that I made last night. I might make some adjustments to it. It's nothing special. And then the Matriarch is... So it's pretty... The Matriarch's pretty sparse in this right now. So if we bring it all together... So, I want to think about just kind of how we can build into this, because obviously this is going to be kind of a main bit of the sequence. So, let's take a look. So this drum beat to me feels like something we need to build to. Break down to something like this potentially. So maybe a simpler version of it. So let's mute the drums for a second. I almost want it to start with this pattern, but a little bit slower. I'm not sure. I don't know how that would sound to like kind of gradually speed up into it, but so I'm unmuting that just so I can make sure that let's see. Just out of curiosity. I hear some things that need to be cleaned up in the Polybrute track there. Oh wait, I mean the ARP track, sorry. Alright, let's see what's going on with this sequence. Okay, so the way the note order works on, so the way the note order or note priority works on the 2600, I think it's, yeah, it's got lower note priority the way it's set up right now. I don't remember if you can change that. But so what's happening is the notes that overlay the attack portion of the next note are cutting them off. So even though this whole thing is timed properly, any of the low notes that overlay the higher notes start point are affecting, yeah, like there. And it's kind of cool, but alright, we have it again there. Okay. So what I'm doing, I should probably figure out a way to set up kind of a zoom cam so you can see more of the screen on the circle on, but I'm basically adjusting those note lengths so that they're not over, so that the low note priority is not causing a delay on those other notes. Alright, and there again on that last one. So let's just truncate that a tiny bit. And make sure this one, yeah. Because it's a long enough release on that envelope for the ARP that it doesn't really even matter anyway. It's still... Okay. Alright, so if we go back to the tracks. Whoop. Okay, so what I think I want to do well, first of all, let me save the pattern that's on here. Very slowly naming this thing. We'll get there. Alright. Oh, we don't have enough characters for this, so let's All right, so let's think about how we want these drummed. Something like that for the kick and snare. So let's go to the pattern. All right, it's already, must have a global 8-bar set because it's defaulting to that. About the hi-hat. So then, so we could potentially just start with this. And then bring our beat in. Seems reasonable. Yeah, so let's, all right, so we'll save a version of the scene that's just the 2600 pattern there. So that's currently 8. Let's do that for just 4 bars. Right. Then, for 8 bars, and I don't even know if we'll want it for the full 4 bars for that intro section. It might need to be more like 2, but let's just see. So I'm going to save this as a new scene. Start here. Oh yeah, 4 might work. Okay. All right, I like that. So then, let's just see. What should come in next? like that, but I don't like that pattern for this. So let's start with something new. Something simpler, a little lower register maybe. I also want to adjust the sound on the Matriarch a bit. So let's see. Alright, so we'll start with that. So let's see what we can do with this sound a bit. There we go. How about something like that? So we've got sort of a random sample and hold, but it's a stepped sample and hold. So, and it's adjusting pulse width and cutoff, filter cutoff. Oh, I forgot to change the view. Sorry about that. I'm over here. Let's, there we go. Sorry. let's see if the delay, the built-in delay, does anything for this. And just to be clear, this is just all like the normal connections. I don't have any patch cables in the Matriarch right now. Just so I can figure out a little bit better what that's doing, let's just okay. I just wanted to hear it. Now that might be interesting. Might be nice to slowly modulate. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Changing the spacing on the delay changes the delay time. Wouldn't have expected that. See, like, the only thing is it's got 2 time inputs, so I'm gonna have to mult that, but we do have a mult, so that's fine. So I think if we do the, let me get some patch cables. I want to do the triangle out to, I think these should be long enough, I hope. See what we got. So let's send, I didn't need such a long one for this mult, but send the triangle out to the mult and then use that, and maybe an inverted copy of it. Let's start with time 1 being that's really making some significant changes. I wanted Alright, so actually I have to attenuate it before it's running into. Alright, let's get some shorter patch cables because these are a bit much for what I'm doing here. Alright. So let's we're going to take the triangle out. We're going to attenuate it, so we're going to send it into the input of the attenuator. Then the output will head to the mult. And let's see. Give it a chance to kind of recover from what I did there. Actually, so I think what I want to do though is I want an inverted copy for the other channel. Well, first let's start with just the same thing and see what it sounds like if we're adjusting timing 1 and 2. Given that there's okay, so the spacing control is giving some variation between those two. didn't want anything quite that drastic though. I really was just looking for so let me just remind myself of what it's okay, so that's what it was before we added the modulation. I don't know that I like the effect on the pitch there though. What if we go with the square? What does that sound like? All right, let's stick with that for a minute. See how that works with the rest of the instrumentation. Okay. So let's save this as a scene. And just so, wow, that spring reverb really, that's the ARP 2600, the spring reverb. All right, let's see how this sounds from the opening. Thanks for joining, everybody. How's it sounding out there? Are the levels good? Okay, let's see. All right, let me check what that would sound like without, or actually, I want the sample and hold like a little reduced in terms of the cutoff variation and stuff. There we go, that's a little less drastic. All right, so I want to play it from the top again just to, I have to select that scene though, because I have this combined file right now where I have like 3 different ideas, or maybe even 4, like in the same thing, just building. All right, so let's start from the top and see how that sounds, because I didn't like how drastic the sample and hold was when it came in. Oh, I'm not in song mode. Whoops. All right, sorry about that. Let's start again. Thought it went too long. There we go. got that. Alright, so I copied this scene up to the work scene because for some reason I was just editing just straight scenes there instead of working on the work scene here, which I prefer to do normally. So. Alright, so let's go to the 909. Think about try something like that. I think I want a little bit more than that as the variation, but let's see how that sounds to start. So that because I built this 909, the one voice that still has a weird issue that I have not been able to sort out, because I think it's somewhere in the traces rather than the components possibly, is that's the ride cymbal. It's got that weird juddery thing because it's like, I forget. It's been like over a year since I looked at it, but there's like voltage leaking from somewhere and it's causing the gate that controls that to switch out too often. Oh joy, more spam. Get that spam out of there. Why the Twitch app doesn't give you a way to manage that stuff, but anyhow. See if I can do this fast enough to stay in time. Oh. Let's quantize that. Alright. So now what's happening? Why does that one sound so abrupt? Anyway, so let's go with that for now. So let's go to the scene. We're gonna save. Alright, so let's go. Alright, I'm going to stop. We're just going to let that reverb bring out a little bit. I just want to clear some of the sounds. Alright, now let's start. Hear this from the beginning. My question is, the original tempo when I started this was 140 BPM. We're at 100 BPM right now. Alright, so if at that point there, we then head back up to 140 BPM, and we get back to the original progressions that were in there, and we add in the Matriarch and the Polybrute all of a sudden with the alternate drum line. Let's see what happens. It might not sound good, but I need to hear it to know. So let's go to tracks. We can start. It's gonna be. And then if here, whoa, that's not what that's for something else. So is that. I didn't think I had this in a pattern anywhere, that's why I was confused. probably going to sound really bad to just jump into this, but I am curious. But I don't think I want it all at once. I can always fix it if it doesn't sound good, so. All right, so let's just see what happens. It's probably gonna sound terrible. Oh, because I have global tempo instead of changing it per scene. Is that what happened here? All right, hang on a second. Now we're at, now I have to fix that. Right. So these should be 100. Save, overwrite. Sorry, I'm just checking. I might have to I forget where the setting is that, because it looks like no matter what I'm doing here, I'm adjusting the global tempo. And I forget where the setting is that changes that so that I can work per scene. But all right, if anyone out there remembers and can tell me in the chat, that'd be super helpful. All right, so let's see what's happening here. Oh, forgot to be in song mode. All right, let's. This plays, I'm going to real quick try to remember where that setting is, because I need see, this sounds way too slow, so I need to get these. use aux events to... I forget how I've done it in the past. I've definitely had tempo changes in songs. Okay. Alright, now I'm confused because let's see if I can remember how to do this. I don't know why it's not working because it seems like I was following it properly. That this isn't working. That is not working. Whoop. Wow, why'd that switch all the way out to scene 1 when I did that? That's weird. Alright. So... So this scene really should be at least 130 BPM. So it really should be 4 at 140. Now maybe 130 sounds good. past, I've section. So in the past, I've always saved the tempo at the scene level, and that's worked. And I do recall there being a setting to be able to control everything just globally versus at the scene level, but I don't think I ever enabled that. If there is, and I could be wrong, there might not even be a setting for that. I used a bunch of different sequencers, and sometimes it's hard to remember the specifics, but I'm a little confused why I'm unable to store tempo changes, which is kind of ruining my idea for this. But for now, we might just have to work around that. And I might just have to go with the actually just pay attention to what this sounds like. Oops. If the whole thing runs at that tempo, let's just see. Certainly more upbeat. This section here feels a little bit pointless. Like it's not enough variation. It works. Out of curiosity, if during this scene I just want to see if that section makes more sense if the Polybrute comes in along with it. Sounds busy. Yeah, you can kind of hear that this part was written with the sparse, or the more sparse hi-hats in place, because bear with me for a second. I'm going to try one last time to sort out this tempo situation, because I really do. So if we, in comparison now, if I go ahead, let's go back down to, like, this section sounds terrible like this, but so while I look this up here, yeah, I mean, that just has a groove to it that we don't get with the higher BPM. Bear with me, I'm just looking this up to see if I can sort out what I'm doing wrong with the tempo here. There we go. That's what I'm missing. All right, let's try this. So, there we go. That's what I was. So there, you have to hit the save button, and let me just. Oops. That's what I was missing. So if you hit the save button, it'll give you the option to save the tempo for the song or just the scene, and that's what I was forgetting. So now we should be good, because I can. Right. Oh, you know what? I'm doing that, and then I'm not saving the scene. Go figure. That's not helpful. So if we go here. Save the scene. Oh, yeah. All right. Save first scene, and then we have to save the scene. Save. Oh. All right. Now, all of this just to find out if this transition even sounds good, which it might not, which is kind of hilarious, you have to admit, but alright, we're going to do it. Alright, so now when we get to scene 5, also, scene 4, I don't want the Polybrute in there. Let's save without that. So overwrite that with the Polybrute muted. Alright, so now scene 5, now we should. I don't know if we want to go right up to 140. Let's try it first, see if it's too much, then we might have to ramp up. Alright, but so let's go to scene 1 again. And let's just hear what this sounds like. Again, it might be terrible, but it's worth a shot. Scene 4 is going to need something additional. It's not enough with just the drums being the only thing that changes there. Which would be this here. This needs something else. Maybe, I have an idea, but let me hear this. Nope. Not gonna fly to just go right into it like that. Alright. We're gonna have to ease up to that tempo. So let's see what moving up to 120 sounds like... Oh, sorry, I just changed the song tempo to 120. Let's change that. Scene 5. Let's make that 120. Save for scene. Save the scene. It's kind of like slowly work our way up. But, so there's two things I want to do here. So let's go to scene 4. And that should be better. So now, I have an idea of something that might... Also, it is possible I'm not finishing my sentences here, but it's because I'm thinking about a bunch of different things at once. So it's possible that if we ease that scene up to 120 and then take this scene to the full 140, it's possible that'll work. It might not. Let's just... I do think with the aux events you can potentially do like a gradual curve sort of increase of the tempo so that it ratchets up, but as a sort of poor man's workaround at the moment until I figure out how to use an aux event for that, which I'm not going to do on stream right now because I had enough manual searching for the moment. That might work. But so let's look at scene 4 here. So we've sped it up a bit. Now what I want to try is I want to look at the sequence for the ARP here. So I'm going to take this whole sequence and try moving it up an octave. Alright, so 1, start over with these adjustments. I lost my place and kind of messed up. So let's go. Let's just switch out to a different scene. That'll lose those changes. Won't it? No, it won't. I have to revert. That's right. Yeah, let's lose those changes. All right, there we go. Let's start over. Sorry. Just going through step by step and pushing the notes up one octave. There's probably a better way to do this. Maybe, are there, hold on, purge muted notes, is that the problem? I'm just seeing notes in here that I don't recognize as being part of the pattern. Yeah, there we go, that looks better. All right, so there were some muted notes. I think that's the whole pattern. Save as, I'll call it 27A. Alright, so now this, I want a different. So let's think about something. Just something slow. Oops. Yeah, all right, so let's go to the pattern. Whoop. Nope, gotta get rid of those. That was a mess. I love when I do that. I go to hit record, and that's when I play the wrong thing. I played it, practiced it fine twice. What happened? There we go. That's weird. I didn't change anything, and now it's playing right now. Before it didn't. Might just be the way it's panning on those oscillators. All right, so then, first of all, let's save that scene. All right, so let's see what this gradual ratcheting of the tempo sounds like. It might not work, but it's worth a shot. Because I do like this as the intro tempo. It's got a good groove to it, but I don't want to stay there. I want something with a little bit more energy later on. Still too sudden. Alright, so what if let some of that delay and stuff clear out. I just want to start from the beginning again and hear it in a different context. I really do love that Odyssey on the bass though. It's got some good growl to it. See if I can okay, I do kind of like speeding up, so I am gonna have to figure out if I can use an aux event to kind of ratchet up the tempo, because it would be fun because then we get up to 140 here. It would be fun to take that scene and like gradually like start it at 100 BPM. So like basically start it, let's see, for scenes, all right, so start it here. And then like as then from here you could go into, like, if you just, like, every step or so stepped up the tempo by 1 BPM. Let me just real quick see if I can sort out how I do that with an aux event. And if anyone out there in the chat knows how and can shorten this process for me, let me know. See if I can figure this out. Let me break out the manual again. You'll just have to bear with me for a moment. Sorry for the repetition here, but let's go to a different scene. This feels like better music for manual searching. Oh, and also let me transition back here. There we go. All right. Is it only P3 patterns? I don't think just P3 patterns can have aux events, right? I mean, I guess I could kind of just have a track that's not really doing much. I wonder if that would create a P3, because I know how to do it with a P3 pattern, but I thought I could do it with CK patterns too. And for those of you not familiar with the Circlon, it is sort of the spiritual successor to, was the sequencer called, I'm blanking on the name of the sequencer right now. It might have been just called the P3, but the initial sequencer that Sequentix did was just a step sequencer. This sequencer, the CK patterns, work as event streams, so they can have any amount of data and stuff. The P3 patterns, which are sort of legacy in a way, they come from the prior sequencer that was built. Those are step specific. And And so when I'm talking about the difference between those two pattern types, that's why. Because I use CK patterns because I just like that sort of event stream architecture. And it tends to work better for the stuff I'm doing because I tend to do somewhat fluid lengths of things and stuff. So, although lately not so much, but. If it's only P3 patterns that can do aux events, it's possible. Yeah, the original sequencer was just called the P3. Confirmed in the manual here. All right, so let's go to scene 4, the one that we kind of want everything to ramp up in. Okay, so I have this empty track. Has automatically generated a P3 pattern in there. so it's only giving me CC values as potential aux destinations. And I'm not sure why. Oh, is that it? Yeah, the P3 structures, I haven't really used it heavily, but it's quite different. I thought I understood it better, but I'm realizing that I maybe don't. Oh, I see. Do that maybe. There we go. I think I'm getting. No, that's never mind. That's pattern related. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to revisit this on my own time. I don't want to waste stream time doing this. I thought I could do it quickly, but... So what I want to do, that I'm going to have to kind of pretend is happening, I guess, is we want to ramp this pattern up. So essentially, we want to start with the start of the pattern at 100 BPM, and then every step or so, or maybe every, quarter, And then once we get there, then we can transition into this. But again, for this section, I want to go ahead here. And I'm going to push this up 2 octaves. This is the ARP 2600 pattern. Alright, so now we're just going to have to pretend a little bit when we listen to this. Let me start from the beginning. So I'll call out when the scene would be ratcheting up to tempo. Obviously it's gonna take a little time to figure out how to do that. And I won't bore you all with that in the stream. But so we start with this groove. And this goes for 8 bars too here. And then, so then this next scene, so pretend that this is slowly speeding up, because that's what I'm going to do in the end. Basically, like every quarter note, we're going to get an additional BPM. It'll probably run for 16 bars total in order to achieve that. And then when it'll drop in, we'll be at tempo when we get to this section. good. So now here, let's copy that to the work scene. So for the next scene, we'll bring in the Matriarch there. So then, kind of like the idea of this, like those dropping out and then this kind of running for a minute. So let's just saving this scene real quick here. I have too many different ideas happening in the same file, so these scene names are kind of complicated because I'm serializing with the date. That's why it takes me so long. Which is, it's dumb, but I guess I can't be bothered to parse everything out and split it out into different files and things right now, so we're gonna have to deal with it. All right, and then so then I think something should change melodically after this, but let's just listen real quick. Let's go back to the beginning. Oh. So let's start from the beginning and just kind of hear this all in context. And when I'm doing a track like this, tracking it, I will probably be doing things like playing with filters and things. So now this is the one, pretend it's ramping up in tempo as we go here. I'll implement that with an aux event of some kind once I figure out how to use them. And then we'll be up to tempo at this point. I think we need the filter a little bit on that. So we drop out down to the bass and that melody bit. maybe actually just I feel like that could stand to have one more small change before so basically I think if we go down, because we push up basically push up 2 octaves for that section when we drop into that. So if we do 1 repetition where it comes down an octave, and I like the idea of after this a melodic change and possibly even a key change. There's a better way to do this. I'm just bringing every note in the sequence down by an octave. I feel like there's got to be a shortcut for this, but the times that I tend to consider these things are generally times when I don't have a chance to look it up, because I'm certainly not going to do it on a stream. I mean, urgent, but this isn't urgent. Alright, so if we go, alright, let's save that pattern as, we're going to be, let's see. Actually, I think there already was a version like that, but that's fine. I think the tempo is different in that version, so. Although that wouldn't matter for the pattern. That would just be at the scene level. So yeah, I probably could have just used the other version. Oh well, that's fine. So we'll save this. Alright, so let's listen from the top. And I apologize, I do a lot of like repeat listening when I'm composing, so if it's boring, sorry about that. I always want to hear things in context. So now picture this ramping up throughout. We could really even kind of just do it. Something like that, but probably twice as long. Matriarch in there, and then everything drops. The other thing that I might do, especially with a drum pattern like that. All right, so then after that, I want to bring stuff kind of back in, but you know, with something different happening in the melody and possibly even changing key. But so what I would also oftentimes do with something like this, with a drum pattern like this, would be to add in probability, so that especially with a lot of the little like supplemental hits and stuff, so that it's not the same every time through. And I'm currently completely blanking on how to do that on the Circlon. Go figure. It's not urgent enough to really care about it right now, but I just want to see if I can figure it out quickly so I can do that. Okay, so random masks, which is aux events, which I couldn't figure out earlier, so we're not going to get into that right now. Certainly coming out of this stream with plenty of research notes. Go figure. All right, so let's think about where this should go from here. So we'll copy this back to the work scene. So we've got pattern. Just listening to these different patterns to see what the differences are in them. I don't know that there's much of a difference. Oh wait, am I even? Oh my gosh. Never mind. I'm on the wrong track. What a dope. Okay. That would explain it. Okay. I'm just checking what other patterns are even in here right now. Oh yeah, that's for a totally different idea. All right, let's not go there because I already used that. All right, so we've got some empty patterns, and then we have these two. So let's create a new one, I guess. So let's consider boy, I sure do like that Odyssey. It growls so well. Alright, so we've got this pattern. Oh, interesting. We've got this pattern and there's a lower note having, what happens if that goes away? Oh, right, okay. So the nice thing about the Odyssey is it's duophonic, so it's actually, I forgot that I doubled that up. And what does it sound like if we get rid of the higher notes? Oh, yeah, they're doing most of the work in there. Okay. All right, so rather than, let's lose those changes. So let's start an empty pattern. So now I don't know if, I don't actually know for sure if the Odyssey is tuned to like concert pitch right now, so I don't know if that's actually a D. I think it probably is, because let's just check real quick. Yeah, because the Polybrute is. So, all right. So that whole bass line is kind of rooted. I mean, that's the scale, basically. So, if we wanted a key change, though, we could. Yeah, okay. We could do something. Could shift up and register a little bit. All right, let's give that a shot. Whoop. That's interesting that low note sometimes sounds... I thought I hit the wrong note, but it was correct. It just sometimes sounds detuned, which is interesting. So let me just go ahead here. All right, start over. something like that. Sometimes so that might be something we can kind of build on. So let me see if I can figure out why that one node is sounding so detuned. Or where are we at with these oscillators? Alright, well. There we go. I should have swapped the view, sorry. I was just fixing the tuning on the one oscillator so it didn't sound quite so dissonant. Alright, so I'm just trying to think if there's a kind of chord thing that would work. Maybe let's see what it sounds like if we just start by changing the drum beat and, you know, dropping it with this bass first. sorry, just saving this scene out so that we can hear it in context. And then we'll try adding like a chord, like a kind of thing over top. We'll see. I don't know if it's just, I don't know if it would sound the same if I weren't just monitoring in headphones, but yeah, the pitch perception for that bass oscillator, it gets wonky sometimes for in headphones, but it probably sounds different on speakers. That's always been my experience anyway. So it's interesting. All right. I have to start naming these in hex because I'm going to run out of digits here, I think. All right. All right, and then, so let's we'll just start simple. Sure what happened when I was recording that. Alright, I'm just going to leave it simple like that for now. And let's see. Alright, so now let's just see what we've got going. So let's start from the top. do that tempo ramp. Actually, you know what? 1 second. Let me fix something here. Let's do scene 4 should last for 16 bars, so that there's time for that tempo ramp to happen properly. So I'm gonna have to do it manually for now, but that's okay. We'll get there. I'll figure out the aux events thing. But this time I'll be ready to go with it. Matriarch comes in. I still like that sample and hold on the filter modulation. Okay, now with this scene that's coming, we're gonna ramp up the tempo. Something with random masks for this drum pattern, so there's a little more variation with it. This transition might be too abrupt, actually. We might need something first. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit with that. I wonder what it would sound like if it dropped right into this scene. Let's just try that, but I guess what I'll do is, let's check. So it's 34A on that track, so let's go to scene 9. Let's switch this to 34A. And then save the scene, because we can go back to what it was previously if needed. So let's just start somewhere in the middle here. Start at scene 5. I just want to hear what it sounds like if it drops right into that Polybrute part. These are the synths that are playing. I'm just kind of showing the layout again as a reminder. Yeah, okay, no, it doesn't work with the Polybrute coming right in. it did work okay, more or less, with just the Odyssey, so I guess we'll go back to that. Yeah, the only, just a real quick note, the only of these synths that's not incorporated right now is the Prophet, and that is because I changed the layout earlier this week, like 2 days ago or so, maybe a little bit earlier than that, and the MIDI cable that I had for the Prophet is not actually long enough to reach the MRCC at this point, and I am very short on cables. I have like one 30-foot, and I really don't want to go that long, so I'm gonna have to figure out, like, pick up another MIDI cable, unless I have one hiding somewhere. I've got a lot of MIDI cables, but apparently not enough. So anyway, but everything else that you're hearing is all of the other synths. Oh, also the Tempest, which is in the middle on the tiny rack there. That's not currently doing anything. It's capable of it, but I haven't incorporated it at all. And you're not hearing the S2400 for any of this right now either, which is also part of this setup. But yes, so let me finish what I was doing there. C9. Let's save that guy. Overwrite. All right, so I want to listen from the top one more time just to kind of get the feel again. Hello, Technomix. How's it going? Let me know if the levels are good. I asked earlier, but I didn't get any responses from anyone. Can't tell if my vocals need to come up or music down a little bit. Thanks for dropping in, by the way. Cool, thanks. Good to know. Just working through this composition here. I don't know if you've been in the whole time, but it started with a little bit of a loop from last night and is building it into a full track. Oh, I missed my cue there. I was supposed to ramp up the tempo. Section here, changing it up a bit, mixing in a key change. Can't decide if I want something in between this and the next scene as a better transition, or if it just works like this, but like it kind of works. It's sudden, it sort of functions. Okay, so then from here, so this is as far as we're at. Let me copy this into the work scene. So let's think. sample and hold on the Matriarch filter modulating it is what's giving those little warbles there. That's kind of fun. Okay. I do like that sort of random sample and hold. Like, I like what it's doing to the filter. It does add some good interest for that. Sometimes not so much, but. All right, so let's see here. Let's save this. Alright, so I wanna hear this all in context again. So again, a lot of re-listening and replaying, but let's start here. Yes, so yeah, the 909 is currently dry, and this is sort of a composition setup. I don't usually do full mixing here, so some little touches like that I'm sometimes not set up well for. I do have some hardware. Well, I have like a whole hardware setup as far as like the Maris pedals and things that I could, you know, push an insert out and run it to. Then I'd have to grab a separate channel for just the snare output on there. I could do it, but it takes a little bit of setup. Because everything I'm doing, here, I don't know if you just hopped on the stream. Oh, you know what, I was going to miss my cue again there for the tempo change. But so this is the setup we're listening to here. So, but it's basically just all running to this Z mixer here, the Allen and Heath. And there's, you know, most of the synths, well, about half of them have their own built-in effects, but then beyond that, yeah, I have to like kind of patch in hardware effects, and I did not set up for that right now. So for the time being, pretend that snare has some reverb and some delay on it. Unfortunately, that is the way of things with this setup at the moment. That is a good shout, though. I need to get that involved. I need a better way to, because there's not even a global like reverb or anything on any of the channels right now. So, all right, so I want to make sure I hit that tempo ramp up this time so I can. Yeah, I don't know if I love that ramp up, but I'll figure it out. But this pattern has to be at 140. It doesn't really work slower, so. I don't hate that transition. I don't love it either, but okay. Oh. That feels a little heavy. Maybe if it's pulled down in the mix a little bit. Something like that. Let's just try it. But yeah, to just clarify that one point, so there's 2 rooms in this studio, well 3 really, but I'm set up in here predominantly for composition. There's I'm not even using it in this right now, but there is, let me show you, a giant modular synth over there. And so everything in here is just driven off the Circlon, which is what's in front of me here. There's an old Mac Pro, like under the desk, that this S3 is connected to and such, that I can track in here, but it's not the intention of this room. And that Mac Pro is really just for running legacy stuff. In the other room, I have the full like mixing setup and tracking. So I have a 24 channel board and a 24 channel tape machine and stuff, but I also have a digital setup, so it's a whole hybrid thing. And so yeah, the Technovix, your comment about the snare, it's a good point, because it's something that I haven't really done anything about yet, which is what I want to basically do is have like an insert chain on the Z for just overall effects, and then also have the ability to do like one-off channel inserts. But I don't have the insert cables laying around in here. I have all that stuff, but I haven't really set up well for it. So anyway, so that is a good point and a future modification I can make. But right now, unfortunately, our drums are dry, and there's no way to patch, not an easy way anyway, without like really breaking the cadence of everything here, to patch in insert effects and stuff. But I do have currently 5 open channels on the mixer though, so in theory I could do it. But all right, so let me just let's listen to this in context one more time. Oh, wait. All right, that should... Let's let those delays fall off a little bit there. All right. So. But yeah, so all the effects you're hearing are in the actual devices. So that's the spring reverb on the 2600 that you're hearing here. Oop, I need to be in song mode. So the 909 is completely dry. It's just running straight into the mixer. The Matriarch has its built-in delay and such, which is being modulated a bit by an LFO, like with the spacing control separating it a little. So in this one, once I figure out how to use the aux events properly in the CK patterns, which I did not manage to do today, spent a little time looking into it and failed. We'll use those to ramp up the tempo during this sequence so that it gradually builds up to 140 for the next part. I think that's what I want to do. I'm not positive yet, but I did try I do like those little chirps that the delay modulation is making on the Matriarch. curiosity, what does it sound like if the Polybrute comes back in? It's like almost too busy. Well, let's see. Let's go back to, let's hear that progression again. Let's see, so maybe. The Odyssey is still occasionally sounding out of tune to me in the headphones anyway. I don't know if it actually is, but there, like that, it sounds like it's like a quarter step down or something. I think it's just perception, because otherwise it's in tune. So anyway. So back to, I'm going to listen through it one more time, and then I have to look at potentially wrapping up for today. I think I need to call it a day around, I'm in Eastern time, so about 1 p.m. here. But it has been very good hanging with you all. All right, so let's just give this a playthrough. And obviously this is nowhere near done. I'm gonna have to figure out if we transition out of the key change back to the original key. If we keep the tempo up for the rest of the song, do we slow it back down? You know, that sort of thing. better that time. I think it's maybe not something that needs to be spread over the whole thing, but just gradually at first and then like kind of logarithmically, like just up at the end. Maybe the Matriarch should drop out for that section as well. Yeah, if I hold the headphones away from my head, then my pitch perception isn't so weird. It doesn't sound like the Odyssey's out of tune for that first note. But it's interesting the way that works. That one, that always sounds like it's a quarter step down or something for me. But anyway, so let's go back to, I think it was this. Do I want to fix that little... Oh, I see. See if that sounds better. Yeah. Alright, so then And that's as far as we are, so pardon my repetition here, but I'm going to listen to it one more time all the way through. It would be nice, like, for that Polybrute part to maybe have kind of like a reverse reverb swell or something to bring it in, so it doesn't just jump in the way it does. Alright, folks. I think it's about time for me to call it a day. I was not actually planning on streaming today, but my stream on Wednesday was pretty weak. It didn't work out so well, so I wanted to kind of do a makeup stream, and this one felt much more successful. This is a good framework for a song here. It's not quite done, obviously, but I think, you know, another hour or two on it, and I'll probably get the whole construction of it done. And I did actually, it might be just worth showing real quick. Well, you know what? No, because then I'd have to tune. I was going to say the stream from, I think it was it last week or the week? Oh, well, last week I skipped because I was reorganizing the studio. But the week before that I had done a NerdSeek composition, and I ended up finalizing that like outside of the stream. So, but I'll just wrap that up and post it, and then you can hear it that way. Yeah, so thanks for hanging. Thanks for taking the time. Not going to go on my usual rant, but if you're here in the US like I am, let's do something about the craziness that's going on, please, because I'm not happy about it, and I think a lot of people are in the same boat. So if you're in that boat, please do not stay silent. It's kind of, I noticed some of this stuff is fading out of the news, and they're not covering a lot of things that are happening right now, and the whole Iran war seems to be for the purpose of distracting from a lot of that, so not great. But I think it's going to be up to people to get involved and try to shift this for the better. Certainly not going to get there just sitting back and watching the news, so let's get into it. Peaceful obviously, but gotta do something. Okay, so that's it for me for today. Thanks for taking the time, and love you all. Hope you're staying safe out there, and I will see you in the next one. I'll be back on Wednesday for the usual stream. I also do a DIY stream. I'm currently building the Clactronics Build Your Own Modular kit. Probably just one or two more sessions on that, and then that'll be done. Then I'm going to move on to, not in this shot, let me switch shots here so you can see. I guess this is the only one that really has it in. 1 second. So you can see on the top of the 2600 over there, there's that empty case, and that was because I was just kind of getting the feel for the brackets and stuff, making sure everything fit. But that case is for the Antinous Stepbrother, which is a remake of the ARP sequencer that was originally produced for the 2600 to pair with it. And so I'm going to be starting that project next after the Clactronics builds, but that'll be coming up in a couple of weeks. I probably won't be ready for that just yet, but I have everything for it. I believe I just have to run through the kit and the bill of materials, make sure nothing was missed in there. But that should be the next project coming up after the Clactronics stuff. And then on Fridays normally, now today I didn't, but normally on Fridays I have been doing a, completely unrelated in a way, painting stream, because I also do design and digital painting, oil painting, like actual physical, analog if you want to call it, painting. I've been working on my graphic novel Dreamstairs, which is all scripted and everything, but the actual designs for it are very early stages, so I was working through some of that stuff on the stream. And yeah, so I'll probably be back with another one of those on Friday, but I will say that these composition and or music related streams have the most interest, so I might consider streaming in this capacity more often. Normally I do 4 hours. Today I'm cutting it a little short because I was planning on doing a shorter painting stream, so just stopping at 3 today. But alrighty, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. Catch you next week, 10 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday, or for the DIY stream, 10 a.m. Eastern on Monday. And all that's in my link tree on social media and such. You can find me on Instagram. It's truck with a leading underscore and an underscore instead of a U. So it's _TR_CK on Instagram. Yeah, find me there. You can find my link tree through that, and that has links to everything. Thanks a lot.